78 to 88% of big companies say they use AI, but only a tiny fraction are seeing a payoff. 90 to 95% of all AI pilots never scale. They never get put into production or used in a meaningful way to garner revenue impact. The small group, the 5% that has it cracked, man, those are the killers. They are slamming it.
Welcome back to the Second Half Man Show. This is 601. I'm here with the founder,
I'm Russ Borden.
Russ Borden. So, Russ, I keep hearing in the news, big business, AI, big business, AI. AI is going to, the last time we spoke about jobs, but now it's all about business. I can't understand if it's hyped. Is it overhyped? What is your impression of this?
Well, I think what you're saying is right. The last time we talked about everybody has their own agenda, and I think what we're seeing right now is the people that really don't want AI to work are being a little louder than everybody else. Because yes, what we're seeing are things like, yeah, 78, 88% of big businesses are using it, but there's no real return. We're not seeing a whole lot from it.
So people are saying, oh, it's we're using it, but it ain't working.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you take a look at what we're hearing mostly is that, almost everyone is doing AI, right? 78 to 88% of big companies say they use AI, but only a tiny fraction are seeing a payoff. Nobody's talking about the ROI that they get, their return on investment. And most projects that they do take on, you see statistics that talk about how those projects are stalling out and they're not working. So maybe this thing is overhyped,
costing them money. It's costing them money, like you said, with no return. Yep. Yeah.
That's right. So and as far as our second half men go, that you hear a lot of this. If Fortune 500 can't make AI work, why should I, a 55-year-old manager, worry about it? Right?
Yeah. So, okay. So tell me what's really happening. I know you carry the receipts, so bring them, baby, bring them. Bring me the receipts then on the hype.
Bring you the receipts on the hype.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the data they don't walk you through, that you don't hear about. So yes, 88%. Enterprise AI is everywhere. 88% of the organizations say they use AI at least one business function, and that's up 10%. That's up from 78% last year. So, we're getting close to the 100% mark. 88% of all big business using AI in functions of business, but very few have yet to turn it into serious money. So what we see on that side is less than 40% of firms say that AI has any measurable impact on their profit. And that for the most part, if it is any, it's under 5% of their total earnings. So what we're hearing a lot of is this really isn't working the way that everybody thought it is, right? So multiple studies show that 90 to 95% of all AI pilots never scale. They never get put into production or used in a meaningful way to garner revenue impact, profit impact. That's ignoring what's really going on. That is that the small group, the 5% that has it cracked, man, those are the killers. They are slamming it. Those companies that have taken AI, scaled it successfully, put it into their workflows, are working with it on a daily basis, and it has become part of their company, not just a side project that they're working on. All of those guys are reporting much higher revenue growth, lower operating costs. There's record profits with fewer employees. Productivity is way up, and the headcount's down. And these AI mature companies are already pulling away from their peers on both gross growth and
We
margins.
heard we were talking about it last week, I think, when, something about was it OpenAI that had reduced their staff, but revenue had gone is, like, skyrocketing, yeah, they as big as they are, they're probably in that 5% of what you were talking about, right? Of the people that
Yeah,
have
and the crazy
really
part about that is,
embraced the AI, right?
so you
I
would
mean, they're in the
expect that
business, so
from AI and uh, Google and the folks, Anthropic, the folks that are putting out these models, is they're using it themselves. They're also trying to sell their products, but they're the ones that are really using it. But if you look a little closer and see that beyond just the platforms, the people that are actually using artificial intelligence in their systems, they're the ones that are enjoying some really big moves, and the rest of it's not doing it. So I think that comes down to really just saying, look, the story isn't AI doesn't work. The real story is, man, when it works, it's brutal. It's really making a huge impact and difference in these businesses, and only a small minority for right now are enjoying that edge.
yeah, there's a lot I'm sure there's a lot of companies out there using CRM right now, and their staff probably doesn't really, they just look at it as some technology that they've incorporated, but they probably don't know a whole lot about it. They're just using it. So yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah. So so let me ask you. So second half man, right?
Yep.
What's this mean for a second half man?
So what this means for second half man, those of us in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, members of the last analog generation. Look, AI is not going away. Just because most companies right now are fumbling it doesn't mean that it's going to just drift off into never never land, and it's not going to happen. Those failure stats, those aren't permission to ignore what's going on. They're the signal. They're saying, listen, this works. There's a small group that's quietly weaponizing it. They're using it at scale. And then those firms, they're the leaders. They're the ones that are going to define what happens in the next decade. So us, the 40 to 45, 7, 50, 60, 70-year-old guys, you know, we don't have to build the model. We don't have to be the ones that are coming up with all of these crazy things that none of us understand, but we do have to learn how to use it and command it. I think that's a big takeaway.
Yeah. That'll be that's where I gotta get to so I can learn how to command it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when we're talking about
yeah.
the commands, like coming up in my book, the Second Half Manifesto, How to Stay Dangerous When uh AI and society wants you obsolete.
Yeah.
We talk about the code of sovereignty and the 22 elements of sovereignty, and this goes right
Give
straight
me
to element
give
13,
me one, yes. Give me one. Give me
force
one, baby. Give me an
multiplication,
element.
baby. E13, element 13, force multiplication is
Tell me about it.
all about leverage,
Yeah.
and AI is leverage. It multiplies the man who learns it. So that's a big takeaway for us. And then, yeah, I know that's
Multiply the man who learns it. Meaning
multiply the man that
meaning,
learns
yes,
it.
so I'll be able to
No, well,
do more.
you got to
I'll do
use every
more.
bit of leverage you can.
Yes.
And right now, we're not looking at AI as anything more than passing curiosity. Other people have got it blown up to say it's the second coming of Christ. But I think where it really is if you concentrate, get past the headlines, look at the 5% that are really nailing it, you can see what's possible for everybody. And it's just a matter of time before everybody gets there. So, headed back to our elements. Element 4 in the manifesto is entitled Full Out. And it's about doing things to the fullest that you can do them, not just dabbling it. You can't just dabble your way out of this one, right?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you need to run real experiments. You need to use these things in your businesses, in your life, and learn how to use it, or you're going to get left behind.
So
Just plain and
I
simple.
heard a professor today on nationally syndicated radio say that AI at this point was still nothing more than a box that you're typing stuff into. So yeah, so if
Yeah.
I got a business and I can get ahead of it, right? I can use it to my advantage and become part of that 5%, then I'm assuming I'm kicking ass in whatever industry I'm in, right?
Or you can go be a professor.
Yeah, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
All right. So I think it comes down to this. Look, AI, may not replace people, but it's certainly going to replace the people who don't know how to use AI. And I think that's what it comes down to.
People who refuse AI. Is that basically it?
That's basically it.
Okay, so we packed a lot in a really short period of time. We hope you like the shows. Don't forget to hit that like button. Please subscribe. If you want to leave us any comments, feel free. You're more than welcome to do that. So until next time, I am 601.
I'm Russ Borden,
And
and we are Second Half Man.
yeah, this is the Second Half Man Show. So stay dangerous.
Stay dangerous.